Madame Tessie is not happy with her son's wife Sarah. Justice and Sarah have been married for 5 years with no child. Madame Tessie hates Sarah because she is yet to give her a grandchild because Justice has one child with another woman. And this woman is from a different tribe that her family did want her to marry Justice. This made Justice to marry Sarah, and after 5 years theirs is still no child. Reasons Madame Tessie doesn't like Sarah, because the problem can be Justice. Sarah is always getting abused by Madame Tessie. Justice has warned his mother to stop abusing his wife, but this always falls on deaf ears. Justice sometimes fight his mother over the same issue over and over again. Justice got a big business in Abuja and he had to travel to seal this deal. Sarah assured Justice that she will be fine and he should worry and that she can handle his mother. Justice traveled and warned his mother not to disturb Sarah in any way. Justice traveled and he always called to check up on Sarah. Madame Tessie became more mean to Sarah. Madame locked Sarah outside the house. She locked the fridge. She sometimes locked the kitchen. Madame Teddy did all nasty things to Sarah, but Sarah took everything in her strides. Justice got back from his trip and asked Sarah if his mother was mean to her, but Sarah lied that his mother was not bad to her. Madame Tessie came out and started calling Sarah barren woman as she walked past them. Sarah and Justice were in bed discussing how his mother has been treating her, and that if only she knows the real reason why they don't have kids yet she will be more kind to her. Sarah said she believes that one day they will have their own kids and he should not worry. Justice confessed his love to her more, promised to protect and love her more. His mother can't stop his love for her, and besides that his mother doesn't know how you have stand by me through this our problem. Days later, Sarah's mother came to visit her daughter and she saw how her husband's mother was treating her. Sarah's mother asked Sarah if she can't stay in the house, she should follow her to their house. The house is too toxic for her, but Sarah told the mother that she will be in her husband's house. Her mother-in-law will come around. And for the childbearing, it's God that gives children. Sarah's mother is not finding the house safe and interesting for her daughter, but Sarah assured her mother that she is fine. Madame Tessie and Sarah's mother excuse insults over Sarah not having a child after 5 years of marriage. This led to Sarah's mother leaving the house and ask her daughter that she is always welcome to the house if she can't continue to stay in this house or the marriage and more. Sarah promised her mother that she is fine. Days after her mother left, Madame Tessie poured hot soup on her that left bruises on her. Sarah packed her things and left the house. Justice got back and found out that his wife left the house. Then Madame Tessie narrated what happened and he got so angry at his mother. Next day, Justice went to Sarah's place to bring her back, but Sarah's mother chased him out. She told him that it's like they want to kill his only daughter for her before they know that they married to another person's child. Justice went home face his mother for making him to lose his wife. Justice keeps calling Sarah to apologize, but she was not taking his calls. Justice stopped talking to Madame Tessie and stopped eating her food as well. Madame Tessie realized she was losing her son and she went to his room one night to tell him the reason for her actions. Madame Tessie said when she got married, her in-laws did not give her space to enjoy her marriage in the first 6 months without pregnancy. Her in-laws pushed her husband to marry another woman just after the marriage 2 months after she was pregnant, but her laws did not believe her until she gave birth. Her husband's family never liked her because they thought she was barren. They said she charmed their son and this caused him to marry another woman that has caused them to many problems. So she was doing all these to prevent that from happening. She was also pouring her frustration on Sarah because of what she went through from her husband's family. At moment, Justice opened up to his mother and told her that the reason they don't have a child yet is because of him. Sarah is not the problem. Justice said he has low sperm count and weak sperm. It will be very difficult for him to impregnate any woman because of this problem. Then Madame Teddy asked what about his son. Then Justice reminded his mother that he gave birth to him when she was in secondary school. He was an adolescent when had his child, so a lot has changed now. So Sarah was helping him with his medications and cover his shame. Sarah is perfectly fine and she has been praying for him, hoping that he can impregnate her one day. Sarah was never the problem, it was him. Madame Tessie bows her head in shame and realizes how much damage she has caused to her son's marriage. Madame Tessie cries and apologizes to her son. Justice told her she needs to apologize to Sarah because she has refused to pick his calls or come back to the house. The person that needs the apology is Sarah. Madame Tessie was full of regrets and shame. Next day, Madame Tessie went to Sarah's house to apologize. Sarah's mother did not want to open the door for her, but Sarah asked her mother to allow Madame Teddy in to hear what she was in the house for. Madame Tessie apologizes to Sarah and told her that she now knows everything and that she is never the problem. Madame Tessie kneeled down to apologize, but Sarah prevent her from kneeling. Madame Tessie was shedding tears as she apologizes, and Sarah forgave her. Sarah's mother was still very angry at how she treated her daughters, so Madame Tessie had to apologize to her too. She also forgave her. Then Madame Teddy asked Sarah to come back home because her husband has not been himself since she left. Sarah agreed to come home when she is better. Weeks later, Sarah came back him and they had a good dinner to celebrate the peace in the house. Madame Teddy apologizes once again at the table to everyone she has hurt one way or the other. They are happy she has regretted her actions and they forgave her as they eat and make merry and cheers to good drinks. In 3 months, Sarah was pregnant, and this one the happiest time for Justice because he couldn't believe it. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.